This is a demo of how to restore aniline leather. And how do you tell aniline leather? Well, if you take your fingernail and slightly scratch it, you can massage it right back to the color. Or if you dampen it or wet it a little bit, it'll turn dark lots of times. Those are a couple of the ways to tell. Now, I have some white stuff here sprayed on, and I'm showing you this because we're trying to get rid of the body oils, either from our arms resting on the arm or the headrest. If a person has animals, extremely important to get rid of that. And what we've used here is the leather degreaser. We sprayed it on a few hours ago. It sets up, as you can see, develops a cakey film, that powdery stuff that we sweep away and clean off completely. Very, very important to do this. If you don't get rid of the oily or greasy marks, there's no use recoloring it because you're going to have a failure. That's one thing we can guarantee. So take your time. Preparation is so important. And what we're going to try to do is restore the color. As you can see underneath here, look how dark it was to begin with. And just over the years, your leather will change. Now we use our soft cleaner, and what we did, we put it into this pump bottle. And we're going to pump it on and use a sponge to clean it really well. Now you can actually put the cleaner right on the sponge itself to avoid water lines sometimes, so be aware of that. Okay, so we scrub it really well, and then we're going to, oh yeah, notice here, see the dark spots? That's showing me that this is definitely an aniline, or at least a semi-aniline furniture. We're going to wipe it off with a lint-free cloth here, and get it nice and dry too. That's very important. So we're cleaning it off, and I take a hair dryer. And with the hair dryer, you're going to actually see those dark marks dissipate. You want those to be gone before you start doing any work on your leather. You can see most of them are gone there. In fact, they are gone. Those are just the lines, the natural lines that are in leather. Okay, so I'm doing the front part of the arm now, and using my hair dryer again, just like I did on the other part. All right, and making it nice and dry. Now there's two choices here. If you want to change this to protect the leather, you can actually use the SEM Sure Coat and recolor the entire arm. And here you will not wet the furniture first. You're going to clean with the plastic leather prep that comes in this aerosol can. And that's strictly the only cleaner you're going to use, and you're going to do it a couple of times. But again, still important that you got rid of all those greasy and oily contaminants there. Now with this, we're going to maintain the aniline nature, let's say, of the leather, and we're going to use our tints. And this is what would be my first choice. If I can tint aniline leather, I'm going to do that all the time, just to avoid any future problems that might come, just going back to that cleaning process again, and oily and greasy in people's homes. So we're going to take our tints, and we put it on this soft cloth, and you see the color being applied? And this is just going down into that aniline leather, just like we saw the watermarks. That's exactly what's happening here. The tints are going down into the leather, and it's going to refresh and give you a beautiful color. And what's nice with the tints, as long as you don't go darker, you can keep reapplying, and you can change your color a little bit. And from the lighting there, you can see the different variations of color, and you don't lose that when you use the tints. When you recolor with the SEM Sure Coat, you're going to make it a solid color. And there's nothing wrong with that if that's what the customer wants. But most people, if they purchase aniline leather, you want to maintain that same type of finish. And here I also use my hair dryer again after I've gone over it. And as you notice, I applied the tints, then I took another soft cloth and got rid of the excess first to make it nice and even and smooth. And now I've gone over with my hair dryer, and see the difference there between the one part of the arm and the other? So I'm going to do the same process to the entire sofa, and I can do a really, really beautiful job if I take my time. And this is a time-consuming process, but you can do a beautiful job. So look, unbelievable. We can restore this entire sofa to have a brand new item.